So recently, rapper Saweetie came out with her latest EP, Single Life, and it's estimated to have sold less than 2,000 units in the first week, which if I'm doing my math correctly is really bad for an artist of her magnitude. It would be like me going from getting hundreds of thousands of views per video to only a couple thousand. I mean seriously, she's out here making those smoke perp, their baby numbers look like triple-double stat lines. In general, the topic of the female rapper has always been an interesting one to dissect. I would say at the moment you have Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, and Doja Cat as the big three names in female rap. And for those of you wondering about Nicki Minaj, the only reason I wouldn't include her in this is because she's already a legendary figure in hip-hop, who is from a whole different era than these three.
What I want the world to know about Nicki Minaj is when you hear Nicki Minaj spit, Nicki Minaj wrote it.
I feel like when it comes to the rap game, I see female rappers the same way I see white rappers. It's like there's only a certain number of spots in the mainstream for this subset in the genre. And as much as mainstream media would like to make it seem like there's some sort of massive surge of poppin' female artists in the rap game, I would argue that most of them are only poppin' because they're promoted so heavily by the media machine. Listen to Saweetie herself talk about how she thinks women are running the rap game when she herself gets no plays.
This is the reason why women is running, rap and hip hop, because there's just so much violence and disrespect in the male music. So it's like, I feel like we gotta raise the vibration with the music and get back to having a good time.
And I get that she's obviously gonna be biased, but the fact that if the song isn't about popping your pussy, it ain't hitting the mainstream. She even makes note of this herself, trying to put a positive spin on it.
When you are always saying like bitch, pussy, like I want with a woman to know when I say it's coming from an empowering place.
Like a term of endearment, maybe. It's a positive thing.
It's a positive thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And who else is really to blame but the consumer? It's not like only violent songs from her male contemporaries are poppin'. You have conscious rap going crazy, you have what I would call club bangers, and even softer stuff that does very well. Plus, the numbers these female rappers are pulling outside of Doja Cat are damn near obsolete for how heavily they are pushed. I will say though, to me it's a gift and a curse to be a woman in hip-hop because, for one, you can pop off a lot faster than a man if you have the right look, or can basically shake that ass for the camera. But as we all know, getting famous off your looks, with the talent portion coming up short, can be a very difficult space to navigate in for an artist, or even an actor or other entertainer. But now that the lines between influencer and rapper, or athlete, or TV star have blurred so much, you can definitely stay relevant and make a shitload of money if you make the right moves with your skill set.
But I got too much money to even spend in one lifetime, so spend that shit, bro.
Going back to the topic of Saweetie, I feel like she really didn't hit the mainstream until like 2018 to 2020 with songs like My Type and Tap In. I feel like at this time she had a couple of songs really climbing up the charts, and her name really started to gain some buzz. This was also around the time that she started to be linked with Migos rapper Quavo, and I also feel like TikTok becoming more popular also made her immensely more successful, and like many artists in this era, it was really instrumental in her rise to prominence. But since then, despite many mainstream looks, even including her own personal meal at McDonald's, she has struggled to gain more traction in her career.
So I'm gonna put some fries on my Big Mac. Or top my fries with chicken McNuggets. That's right. Or make a totally new sandwich like this. As long as you're doing you, you're doing the Saweetie now.
And I kinda see her like a car that was going up this very steep hill quickly when their battery died, and now she's just slowly rolling back down the hill. We've discussed this before, and it happens to both male and female artists who blow up off of one song, and really fail to lay that foundational work to garner a true fan base. To me, these type of artists get about 6 months after that hit to really show what they can do. Some of them may even come out with 2 or 3 more songs that do very well. But in the end, sadly, the result is usually the same. And when the next younger artist comes around who appeals to the more general fan of music, it's really all over for this person being pushed by the music media machine. And in terms of actual content on this album, I wouldn't say it's totally trash. I mean, she did use a Biggie Juicy sample for a song dedicated to her vag, but overall it's pretty on par with other releases we've seen from the likes of Meg Thee Stallion. Basically, it's like every song is formatted to try and go viral on TikTok through a dance or trend, something record labels are definitely pushing more and more every single day.
They wanted me to do a 6 TikTok campaign over the course of a month where we slowly and organically make the record go viral. I don't know how to do that.
I don't want to be on TikTok, but my label told me that I have to.
Personally, if I'm Saweetie, or really anyone in her management, or any artist in this position, I'm never dropping another album again, because these numbers already told us everything we need to know. I would focus on being more of an influencer who releases music every now and then. Like, she needs to take the best songs from this other album that she's apparently been working on, make those singles, and just drop the concept of making an album from her brain. Because if she puts up yet another single double performance like this, she might really be on the verge of becoming completely irrelevant. Overall, she does seem like a nice person. She talks about how she wants to help minorities become more financially literate.
But we're gonna go into like Black and brown communities and teach about financial literacy. I'm like an adult now and I'm still learning about it, but imagine if we taught the kids at a young age to where it just became second nature to them.
And I really do think that's a great thing. You know, I just don't want you guys to think there's like a DaBaby situation where she just keeps shooting herself in the foot over and over again. Oh wait, that was Meg Thee Stallion, my bad. Seriously though, I do hope for her sake she can come out with another hit, but I want to know who to you is the best female rapper right now. Doja Cat is my personal favorite, and I do think she has a lot of staying power in the industry compared to the Saweeties of the world. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this female rap phenomenon down below. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other female rappers out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!